Good morning, my loves. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Caroline. Hi, Catherine. Good morning, guys. Are we ready to do some resting time now? Are you ready to do some time for yourself? I am. Morning. All right. I started a little bit with some sounds here. I hope so far your weekend is going good. Let's make it better. Hi, Moe. Good morning. Don't mind my crazy hair. That's how I get up when I go to bed with it wet, so it goes crazy wild. All right, are you all in a good seated position? Just find a place. Usually I ask you to find a quieter place to do this kind of practice. And good morning, good morning. So a quieter place where you have your mat close by. Oh, thank you. I'm enjoying my hair. It's way less stuff that I need to do with it. So makes life simpler. I like it. All right, we're gonna just, before you adjust to your seated position, when you're there, puff the rib cage side to side and see how it feels, just sending more weight towards one leg, towards one sit bone, and then doing the same thing in the other side. Okay, now relax a little bit more of the shoulders. Think about the length of your spine. Think about the back of your neck. If you need to do any touching in your body. I know some of you have some issues with your shoulders, so be very gentle. And then when you find that seated position that feels okay for you to be, you're gonna bring the palms facing up in your legs. Just easy resting hands in your legs. And then close your eyes if it feels okay, if you feel safe. First, close your eyes. You relax your lips, you relax your jaw. And I like to touch sometimes, so just I can notice where they are. And then you can open your mouth a little bit, just lips. You can either inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, or you can just do through your nose. I like to ask how it feels to be quiet. Doesn't matter if you answer or not this question in your mind, but at least you stop to notice how it feels. Is that hard for you to keep your palms facing up? If it's challenging for your mind today, you bring your palms facing down. Now focus in the back of your shoulders. Notice your shoulder blades and relax them. Notice now the front of your shoulders. Your chest muscles. Notice the space behind your ears all the way down to the top of your shoulders, to the edge of your shoulders. And then from the edge of your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips. Bow your head as the chin moves down. Now breathe all the way to the back of your neck. Lift and then drop your head to the right, very gentle. Without creating the tension in any other part of you. Just focus on the left side of your neck. And relax that left arm. You bring your head back to neutral, and then you let your head fall to the other side. By relaxing both shoulders. Bring back to neutral. Now very gently, I want you to press your fingers. If you had your palms facing down, face them up again, and press your fingers right into your palms, the palms of your hands. And then keep your big thumb out, like stretch it out. If you have big nails, this is okay if you cannot do this, but try to bring your fingers really close and to the center of your palms. Now as you're pressing, you're feeling the tension in your hands, and as you're spacing the thumb away from the center of your hand, you're also feeling the stretching of your thumb. Take a nice breath in, and then exhale completely both hands. Bring your left hand in front, press your palm, finding that nice stretch as you flex your hand. And then bring your right hand to hold your fingers. And then you just pull a little bit back and see how it feels. Now exhale, do the opposite. You can hold in your knuckles and push just a little back, relaxing the left hand. And then you soften the hand, the right hand grabs, put your hand into your left elbow, and then you pull towards your chest without bending the elbow, okay? Just be very gentle. Now it's almost like a fight between your chest and your arm. Your right side chest is moving towards the arm, and the arm is moving towards the chest, and you keep that strong, long spine. So you're not curling, you're not bending, you're just here. Take one breath. Then you're going to slide the right hand towards the left wrist. You're going to reach it up. You're going to take a deep breath in, and then you're just going to pull that arm towards the left. Now the right hand is pulling the left hand towards the right. I said it all wrong, didn't I? Right hand pulling the left hand towards the right. The second time I did it right. Now if your head wants to be forward, you can do that. Take another breath in. Now that left hand is going to go down towards the right leg. Right fingertips are going to go back wherever you can touch. If you're doing this in a chair, great. You grab something that you can kind of pull yourself towards the right side, towards an easy twist. Right shoulder roll back. Chest is moving towards the right. Take a nice breath in. And then exhale, reach back. All right, now we're gonna press the right palm forward. Left fingertips are gonna help those fingers to move towards you. It's a great way to stretch the fingers and the knuckles. Relaxing while you can. Relax the shoulders, relax the belly. Take one more breath. Now exhale, we do the opposite. The hand comes down, and then you maybe just touch your knuckles and press into your knuckles as you keep straightening the arm. Lengthening the neck and the spine. Take another breath in. Now the left hand reaches for the right elbow, you start to just move that arm closer to your chest. Breathe, breathe. Feel out the breath towards that shoulder. Try not to move the arm here because it does something different for the shoulder. I want it to be lower and out. Okay? And then you take 2 more breaths. We're going to slide the left hand towards the right wrist. We're going to bring it all the way up, and then we pull towards the left. Again, your head can be in a comfortable place wherever it feels good. I'm not forcing my shoulder here. I'm just kind of letting the weight of my left hand pull the right. Breathing all the way to my rib cage. Right hand moves to the left leg, to the outside, so you can grasp something here and find your easy twist. You can always look back. And then bring slowly back to neutral. All right, awesome. It's time for us to go to our mats. You're probably already in your mat. So I'm going to my mat. And I'm gonna show you what I did for the beginning of our practice today. Okay? So I have a little bolster that is called pranayama bolster. That is just thinner and little. So you can do that with blankets. 1 blanket could do it, or maybe 2 blankets, or maybe towels. That can work too. And I have my blanket over. You don't have to have a blanket over if your blanket is very comfortable. It's just to keep warmer, okay? So how we're gonna start today is in our backs, but that bolster is going to lift our low back. That's why it cannot be a very thick bolster. So people with low back issues here, it can be too much. Even with neck issues can be too much. So see there, I have a lift in my rib cage, enough lift that I can breathe here. So you adjust yourself. Just have a little lift, guys. Don't overthink about this, okay? You can have a pillow underneath, like those long pillows that some people have. Now bend your knees and keep your arms in a cactus kind of position. So your palms facing the sky, arms relaxed down. Now you let your head go side to side a little bit, so you can completely relax your neck. And then when you had like enough relaxation for the neck, you bring your knees together. It needs to feel comfortable though. So the soles of your feet can be out, and the amount that feels okay, and then the knees together. We're going to take 3 breaths into the belly and the chest. Perfect. Now you take the knees apart, straight your right leg. Slide your right heel inside a little bit. Now cross your left ankle on top of the right. Okay? So your left leg is crossed on top of the right. It should be okay to be here. Left arm is going to slide it up, all the way up. Now, notice, if what you have underneath, that can be too much stretch for your back. If you have any problem with your cervical or low back, you don't have to do that with the bolster, okay? Now your right hand grabs your left wrist, okay? Bend both elbows. So you pulling the left hand towards the right side. And then you can scoot your legs to the right. And then you can scoot your body, just your torso towards the right. And then you're gonna breathe here. Now, I'm telling you, this can be very intense, especially with sciatica issues. If you have anything like that, don't use the bolster underneath. This feels like a lot of stretch for me. And I might just remove it. We'll see. If you can relax through the neck, all the way, the left side. Now, how we're gonna get out of this, we're gonna slide the left leg first and then bring your foot down and then slide the right. Scoot your torso back, separate your feet a little bit and bring your knees together. Cactus your arms one more time. Send your head side to side. Relaxing your jaw, your eyes, your lips. Take a nice breath in and out through your nose. All right. You're gonna slide the left leg first, and then scooch the right, and then cross the right over the left. Breathe in. Right arm straight, left hand grabs the right wrist, bend both elbows, and whatever it's easier. Maybe if you have low back issues, do what I'm doing right now. You're gonna bend the right knee first. You're gonna scoot your left leg to the left side, and then you walk your foot, and then you cross. So now the ankle is hooked over the left, and then you scooch the torso also towards that left side. Same thing as you begin, start to bend your knees, move the torso. Now guys, you're gonna reach towards the right side. So if you still have the little edge that's going to lift your right side, do that. Otherwise, bring it back down underneath you. So now your hip bone and right in the center of your rib cage, there's this lift with whatever you have underneath you, but it should feel okay and comfortable. Now your head is relaxing in the top of that right arm. You have both knees, like both legs bent and knees stacked on top of the other. Take a deep breath. Your left hand can be wherever serves you, on your side, on top of your blankets. And then you just rest here, because if we stretch the low back, you're going to take a nice break. Now you can go a little further by sliding the top leg just kind of down. Maybe what is going to serve for me, my left inner knee is resting in my right ankle, my right foot. You can stop here if this is enough. Stretch for the side. Now if you also want to use your arm can be overhead, or the right elbow can bend, and then you can just hold that left arm with that right hand. That feels good too. A nice time to relax the shoulders here. And for the ladies and the gentlemen that are always on the go and always needing to feel something to think is worth your time. Maybe this specific pose, you're not gonna feel anything, right? Like you're not going to feel the edge of a stretch. But all I ask you to concentrate in is to let go. Let go of your neck, making sure everything that you have touching the floor is supported and surrendered. Okay? Relax one more time the belly. Awesome. Now the left arm's going to be right in front of your face. You're gonna lift slowly, and then straight both legs. Whatever you have underneath you is going to be on your low belly. You have both hip bones on top, so it's lifted a little bit. And then I want you to point your feet, so point your toes, so your feet, the front of your feet is down on the mat. And then trying to release your chest down, and even if you don't see my face, that's okay. You can keep a cactus arms here. Or if it feels better to release the arms on top of your bolsters or your blankets and relax the shoulders. Right. Bring your legs and feet closer together. You can still relax them, but bring them almost like maybe your big toe mounts touching. Lift just your face and bring your chin if it feels okay. And then you also relax the weight of your head down for 2 breaths. Two breaths. All right, if you have a cactus arms, bring your arms back. Interlace your fingers behind you or hold your shirt, whatever you can reach. Lift your heart now. Bring your forehead down. Now with your forehead, maybe the beginning of your rib cage. You can hold here for 3, lifting the arms away from your back for 2, and 1. Awesome. Cactus your arms one more time. Lift your face. Now we're going to go to the other side. How we do that? We turn the body, we scooch down until your left side hip is here, bending the knees, one stacked on top of the other. Straight your left arm, let your side go all the way down. Release here first, noticing how the body feels. Taking giant breaths into your low back, into your sides. Now if you go straight to our second variation of the pose, you can slide the upper leg, see how it feels, or you can use a block that's going to lift your inner knees more, if this is very uncomfortable for you to be. Now the arm can be overhead, then both can be like the arm can be stacked on top of your head, Or you can use your other arm to hold that arm. Your other hand to hold. And then you practice surrender. Complete surrender. Now from here, guys, take your prop if you have it underneath you, and you can keep your blankets. Then we turn around, we turn in our backs. We bring the hands to the belly. I like to keep my knees together. It really supports my low back. But your feet, the distance between them, it's totally up to your body. See how it feels. Some people need to bring them out more. Some people need to bring them closer. So breathing to your hands right now. Let the inhales lift, rising the belly like a wave. And then exhale and melt. Keep your left foot on the ground and bring the right knee towards you. Interlace your fingers if you can, grasp into your knee here. Be gentle. Be very gentle. Some people like to really press their knee close by, but as you know me, I ask you to always be gentle in any movement you're gonna do. Okay? So especially this one with the hip flexor. If you a person that likes biking or likes to use that tendon a lot, the front of the leg muscles a lot, your hips a lot. So this is a movement that it needs to be gentle. Okay? Now hold with the right hand that front knee and then start to bring it towards the right side. Keep your left knee maybe going a little bit further away from the center line. See how it feels. And you breathe. Bring the knee back with the sacrum still on the ground. Now cross just the outside of the right ankle and the outside of the left knee. Left fingertips are gonna just help those legs move towards the left. Now, when you cannot go any further, you can support with the left hand and the left elbow down. Or if there's space, you can always move down. If you have any other props, then you can bring the inner foot or the knee. Left hand can hold the outside of the leg. You all know this pose. But bring awareness to the pose. Bring awareness to where you're feeling. And then all the other places should be completely resting. Fingers and toes, ankles and joints. And then your neck too. Last breath. Use your hand to guide you to come back. And then how the knees are, you can cross both. If you cannot hold your legs without taking your head off the floor, you can take your head off and then you can hold here and maybe just bring your legs closer to your chest. And then you release again. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Now you bring that left knee, you keep that right knee facing the sky, and then you take gentle breaths. One more. Now left hand holds the left knee, and then you just bring to the outside. So we have this way of laying down that you know that you can stretch your hips just as much. You don't have to be doing lunges. If that's uncomfortable for your knees, you can do everything in the floor. All right, as we bring back, left outside ankle to the outside of the right knee. And then you can use your hand here to hold the knee if this is enough. Or if you have blocks, you can stack them, or having something to support so you don't have to go all the way down to the floor. Right hand can hold outside, left arm can stretch, but make sure something is touching the floor, okay? Doesn't matter if your shoulder is not touching, but your hand needs to be touching the floor. So if this is too intense for your shoulder, bring your hand to your rib cage. And then so your elbow can be down. And then we do the same thing here. Breathe easy. Now you can already enjoy this space because we're going to do a different Shavasana today. You grab your props, you grab your blankets, and if you have more pillows, I would recommend you to grab more pillows. If you have more blankets, I'm going to grab my other blanket. And it's already the way I want to. So, and I have one blanket to support my neck, and this other one is going to cover me. So, we're gonna go to your side, whatever side you use to sleep. If you're not used to sleep in your side, today you're gonna do your Shavasana on your side. So I'm gonna have one blanket supporting my neck, okay? You find that spot that feels good for your neck. And then you're gonna have a pillow between, or another thick blanket, roll down blanket between your knees, supporting also your ankles if you can, right? And then another blanket to cover you. And I hope you have a bigger blanket than I do. Yes, it's kind of sleeping all over again. Now, one arm can be bent or underneath, or supporting that leg, or being comfortable, or being warm between your knees. And the other arm can be just on top. Or also, I like to keep always my hands warm, so I'm gonna put my hands here. Starting by taking a deep breath in. When you find that place of comfort, you relax your shoulders. When you find that place of comfort, you relax the weight of your head. When you find the place of comfort, you relax the back muscles. The low back. You go back to relax your arms, your hips, all the bones that are supported in your pelvis. Or your leg bones, your feet. Relax the muscles around the bones of your legs and your feet. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Back to your shoulders and hands. Your cheekbones and eyes. Your lips. And then you do the scanning as many times as you need to completely relax the body. From the lids of your eyes to the bottom of your feet, from your toes all the way to the top of your head. The body's resting. The body's restoring. With awareness. And also invite love into the breath. So for the ones that are so hard to find self-compassion, you can breathe towards you today. Breathe towards you. Do deserve a time for yourself. You do deserve a time to rest. So good for my soul to be here with you guys. Thank you, Diane, Maureen, Deb, Monica, Cindy. Thank you, Mui, Catherine. Thank you all for being here today. And I hope to see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Namaste.